Previously on Balls.
At the moment joining us is former South African captain, as well as one of the greatest all-rounders the world has ever seen in the history of cricket. Shaun Pollock, welcome to Balls. How's it going, my friend?
All right, new sir.
Yeah, very good, thank you. The whole team's here. John, Simon, Kate, they're all so eager to speak to you.
Okay, cool.
How's that for an intro, though? One of the best all-rounders ever in the history of cricket.
I'll send you some cash later.
That was the script that I was told to read.
Okay, then I'll send John some money.
Yeah, he needs it.
Anytime. Thank you, Polly.
Go, John.
Polly, very sad news before we start off with the passing of Peter van der Merwe, an absolute legend at the age of 75, and obviously your dad, Peter, very saddened by the news, including yourself.
Yeah, he was. Obviously, they played a lot of games together, and he was sad to find out that news. He actually let me know it was yesterday. So, yeah, it is sad, and obviously a great cricketer, and a man who did a lot for South African cricket at that time.
Polly, just can you update us on Jackers? How's he doing?
Yeah, I saw Jackers at the test match in Cape Town. He's just whispering at this stage. He's had all his therapy, and I think the radiation's done and dusted. And now he's just waiting for things to mend. So at the moment he's just whispering, but that was about 2 or so weeks ago. So he might be a little bit better now, and hopefully we're going to have him back for the Pakistani series.
Yeah, okay, cool.
And watching today's game, I'm sure you're somewhere parked next to a TV set. Your impressions so far? Good bowling from our boys?
Yeah, I saw a little bit of it. Yeah, impressive. I think Tatobi, I mean, he's got some really good stats, and he bowled well up front with that new ball, so he's done a good job again. Yeah, but I think I'm a little bit disappointed in how it's gone. Yes, I mean, we are missing some key players, but so are New Zealand. So I would have expected us to win the series. So that has been a bit disappointing, but I think you do get the feeling that it's a bit of a time in the one-day team where they're just trying a few options and having a look at some things, and they'll settle down in the near future.
Yeah, we spoke to Farhan Bardin earlier on in the week, and he was at pains to stress that the guys need time, and the squad, the ODI squad, is certainly not as settled as the Test side.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that Test side's been together for a long time. You know, I mean, the problem in world cricket is often there's the catchphrase, you know, we're building for the future, or you need to give us time and that. And, you know, it is, yes, I understand that part, but the best preparation and the best way to build a side is to keep winning. So, yeah, I don't have a problem with bringing the odd guy in, but ideally I think I would still like more of the stronger players to play.
I don't know what your thoughts are, Polly. Sorry, Johnny, I know you want to come in there, but what's been quite concerning for me, at least, is how badly we've collapsed. We've been at 135 for one, to fall 27 runs short, and obviously 5 run-outs, which is, there's no excuse for that ever. But it just seems to be these monumental collapses.
Yeah, I mean, you count that down to the experience. You know, you've got someone like AB in the middle there who's batted many a time and brought a side home. Hashim up front, who, I mean, his one-day career is just unbelievable. So, you know, I mean, those are the guys that they build the foundation on, and then it makes chasing not so difficult. And when you've got a bit of blend of experience and youth, you know, the guy comes in like a David Miller, for example, you can just chat to him and say, okay, let's not do that now, let's maybe try and attack that bowler. And it just seems to simplify things. So when you've got inexperienced guys at the crease at the same time, sometimes you do get those batting collapses.
I just want to get your thoughts on AB. Do you like him as a keeper batsman, or do you like him where he is at the moment as a fielder?
Yeah, I don't really mind. You know, if you've got Cox side and he's scoring runs, and you know he's got the gloves, then it takes a load off AB's shoulders. You know, he can just go and chat to the bowlers, because there's obviously a lot of decisions that need to be made at short notice in a one-day game, and you know you can change tactics from ball to ball. The test matches, I still believe he's the right guy. It really does bring a lot of balance to that test unit. And I think he's done a really good job. I mean, you hardly notice him behind the stumps. And for a guy who hasn't actually kept that much in first-class cricket, he's done remarkably well.
Shaun, following the 2 losses, there have been reports suggesting that perhaps the side is missing the likes of Johan Botez. What are your thoughts on that? And, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good player, and if the next World Cup was in the subcontinent, then I would say yes, definitely we need to get someone like that back. But the World Cup's going to take place in Australia. The surfaces will be similar to what we play in here. And, I mean, these 3-1 days have been taken to the smaller arenas, if you want to put it that way, in Paarl, Kimberley and Potch. So those surfaces aren't really typically South African. So, maybe our bowling attack's been a little bit ineffective. Also, we've sort of chopped and changed between Morné Morkel and Dale Steyn. So when you've got the two of them playing together, it's a much stronger unit.
The 3-day series against Pakistan starting next Friday at the Bull Ring. Shaun, just looking ahead to that series, just how do you see it going? We know that Pakistan are a formidable bowling outfit, and the one bowler even taller than Morné Morkel. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm really excited to have a look at him. He's a left armer, and he's burst onto the scene, and they've got some other new guys who I've never seen before. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. New Zealand were disappointing in their test match series. It wasn't really much of a battle for the Proteas, and I think this series against Pakistan has been teed up as the important one, and it's going to be good. It should be good viewing. The only thing is sometimes you never know which the Pakistanis are going to rock up with. It's almost like the French rugby side. On their day they can beat anyone, but you're not too sure who's going to rock up. Yes. So we'll wait to see how they go. But let's hope there's some close encounters and some quality test cricket.
Excellent. Shaun, thanks very much for the time this afternoon. Enjoy your weekend, and I'm sure we'll be speaking to you quite a lot over the remainder of the cricket season.
Sure, guys. Always good to chat. Cheers.
This is Bulls Visual Radio. Darren, Simon, Kate and John. Weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central African Time. Bulls.co.za